Welcome to another video on my driving robot Discovery using TXT controller and equipped with a camera which on Linux only takes pictures with an active sonar and two touch sensors. Right now you can clearly see it is connected to the power adapter, because when I wanted to use it on battery it went dead. Not that the battery is bad, but the interface has some quirks when it's wired to the battery, and when connected to the power adapter everything is right. Well, everything, at least it doesn't power off. Not unwanted. So let's log in. It is right now on the original firmware, so let's see if this works. And then it doesn't. I have to establish again connection to the DHCP controller, and that was last time a big problem. Recently it worked much better a few days ago, so let's see if this is working. No, it does not. This is a big oops. I don't understand this one really. Probably an old one, but this makes sure that I will have to use once again the community firmware. The downside is I want to change something in the code on the controller instead of on the SD card, and I need to use it in this state. Then again, if I can't connect, there's a big problem. So let me take a look at, okay, the interface is just there, just nice. What do I do? Alright, disable Wi-Fi, enable Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi. What does it do? It shows it. Can I get a connection? The problem is, of course, that, as I've mentioned in the past already, that the original firmware has bad Wi-Fi. So I truly hope this is going to work, and unfortunately it is not. No. Now it is. No, it's not, because it's still operating. So when I do this now, it certainly will not work. Which has it? No, it doesn't accept it. This is bad. What if I use it on a closer distance? So let me grab it. Will it work then? I need this one. it is now. How far away from the computer? Maybe 1.5 meter. This is well within distance, and yet it doesn't want to do anything. So I am going to power it down, then power up, see whatever happens, because this is just not working. It says disconnect, but it's still getting an address. Just not working this. Alright. Or has it? No. Alright, this is very... Alright, rebooted the controller. Now, as you can see, it's still doing not good. Have I got an IP address on my Wi-Fi? Answer: nope, I haven't. It should be here, but it says empty. So it says it's connected, but no IP address means not connected, and there it goes again. So my idea of doing the software is not going well in this way, yet I do not give up. So what I want to do is grab it and put it right next to the laptop, see if that is going to work. And that means that you won't be able to see anything on camera just now. Nope. And now you will see something. Oops, mind the wires. And some lighting. So whatever happens, happens. And let's see if it helps now. Now it is much closer. And if even this doesn't help, and you can see that the connection is next to nothing. Here you can see it is a strong signal, and this signal is just nowhere. So I think I'm going to power it off. I say power off. Insert the SD card and use the community firmware once again, which I did not intend to, but I will have to. And I don't like it. Which also means that I will not use this one as login, but I will use this one. If it will run. So let's first have some info on this connection. Okay, whatever. Will this work? It should. and I'm in. Easy as that. And this is community firmware. So this again shows that the DHCP connection with the original firmware is extremely bad. Yesterday, or was it the other day, let's keep it that way, on demonstration it worked relatively well. Even on a distance of 2 meters it worked relatively well. So why doesn't it work here? Is it because there are multiple Wi-Fi spots here? Could be, but I was not the only one. So I have no idea. Anyway, I'm logged in and this one is going back to the floor. So back on the floor, community firmware, in this case unfortunately, because I wanted to do something with software on the original firmware, I didn't get any contact, so here we are. This is working, or should be. Yes. Oh, a lot of images, let me remove those. I have the idea that there are a lot of images on the other side as well, but since I can't contact that, that is a problem. Anyway, this is one thing, and what I wanted to do now, actually the same as with the other firmware, is testing it and more specifically driving backwards upon collision. So let's just run it, see whatever happens. There you go. And diverting. Alright. Yeah, well, you didn't see anything. My apologies for that. But you see that the ruler is still in place. That is, yes, because it diverted its course. So, retest. See how it will work this time. And let me move it sideways. Do it again. I did put the ruler here, so it may be very different from what it was, but what it should be. This is taking too long. Very long actually. Yeah, right. This means that I have to quit here, find the process number, which is 11009. Yes. Go back there. Try again. Now it works. That is what I want. That is exactly what I wanted to see. Although here you can again see a negative difference, which I don't like. But anyway, it made a turn. So the point where it is about is with the sound of an airplane. So that is what I'm going to look for, which is right here. And this distance, I want it larger. So 700 and 700. And these two are making sure that it turns around its axis. Well, not entirely the axis. The pivotal point is between the legs. Between the motors. So here's the pivotal point, and that makes sure that it makes such a turn. If the pivotal point would have been here with motors here, it would have made a central turn, but it is not the case, so let's keep it to that. Then here actually the same thing, so let's do this also, but that will be the other way around. And then with both contacts, just running just backwards, but that's okay, I think. So once again, yeah, I have to set this, of course, with the robot here, and see whatever happens. Point is that there's no contact, and I have done it for contact now, so I have to look for the sonar as well. What does the sonar do? And in this case, if contact is, this is the very first one, if sonar distance is something, right, then set speed is this. On sonar it should just reduce speed. So right here I see that contact 1 was made. That's very good. So nothing to change about it. And let's go. See whatever happens now. Does it run better? That's a better turn. Very good. And again, negative difference. Contact 1. What can I see more about it? Does it do sonar? Yes, it does do sonar. So it reduces speed and it turns, and that is what I want to see. Contact 1, but only contact 1. How can I make it that contact 2 is being made? Probably with setup the other way around. So let's do that as well. See if that works. So different setup in the sense that it is now more likely that this touch sensor will be affected. Let's see if that indeed works. So it should turn this way. Okay, what happened? Contact 2 is 1. Difference is 14. Alright. And it did an alarm. Yeah, so alarm is, let's find alarm. Alarm is with contact 2. Very good. I'm just not satisfied with the way it has turned, because that should be 700, and that doesn't really look like the way it turned the other way. So I'm not quite sure about that one. Let's test that again. So all set up and go and see whatever happens this time. Go please. Yes, go. No, this will be contact 1, I'm afraid. Yes, oh no, contact 2 is 1. Very good. And this time it is I think it's much better turn. So that is, I think, quite okay. Now for something that actually runs backwards. And how to do that? That will be quite hard actually, because it is the intention that it runs in a straight line, like when I go back into the code, at least that should be it. Sync data begin, sync data end, and it stops. And here, let's see, sync data begin, and everything is right here. Then going here, it's a stop. Going here, that is alright. The sync blocks are correct now. Here it's also a stop with everything outside the sync datas here too. Contacts is the same thing now, and the here as well, and still it diverges from its straight course. And that should not happen. That should not happen at all. So I'm kind of in the dark about that one. Alright. I'm going to do one more test using the other firmware. I can't stand that it doesn't work. So let's see whatever happens. Right now it seems to have connected. So let's try something. I'm in. Oh wow, I'm in. And let's try here as well. And I do hope that the connection is sustained. I'm actually in it. and see whatever it is. Let's just this is sonar, contact, and here is only motor right set distance, and this should be actually left and right. So this will be left, that's correct. Then here, and this has been corrected already, and this one as well. So this is only on contact. That's very good. And here sonar, stop, and then set speed is -34. That is correct as far as I know. Here about the same, and here about the same as well. Alright, save, and let's move this over here and see whatever happens. Run it. Right, it stops because of the sonar. Now, what if I move it like this? Will it run the same? That's interesting. Alright, then I will move it here. Slightly different. Then what? Exception thread. Motor. Ah, see, that is the and that is the disadvantage of interpreter language. You don't know until you meet a problem that there is a problem. Yes, and this should be an S. Is it saved? Now it is. So, right here, right there, run. Oh, really? Alright, let's do it again. And that is what I wanted to see. So, yeah, in the end, some nice result. But I'm not there yet. For now, thank you for watching. Change some distances on both firmwares. In the end, actually. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Please see my website for more information. Also for if you want to make a small donation to keep my blog and website alive. And for my other projects as well. And this is to be continued. Bye bye.